Yo, welcome to May the Queendom Come show. I'm your girl Malkia Music, and we're on our seventh episode. We're excited, to be here to showcase the diverse talent of our women in music, women in hip hop and R&B, highlight the issues that they go through, and find ways in which we can uplift them and, do better by them, recognize them more, pay them more, put them on. Yeah, man. So on May the Queendom Come show, we have diverse discussions about different issues that affect our women, especially in hip hop and R&B. And we also, we'll start bringing you exclusive interviews and stuff like that. So stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome to the show. This is Queendom, where we are all about women in hip hop and R&B. And of course, today's topic is gonna be short and sweet. I actually saw this on Revolt TV's IG page, where they were highlighting some of the hottest verses by female rappers on male-led tracks. Yeah, so stick around. Let's jump into that. It's gonna be an interesting, very interesting session, and I'm excited to hear about all the female rappers who have killed it on male-led tracks, the ones that you know. I know Revolt TV highlighted mostly the Americas, and they did highlight a lot of oldies. So I would like us to discuss about the new guys, the new collabos that female rappers totally ate, totally obliterated, and yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting one. We're gonna dive right into that. Yeah. So as I said earlier, Revolt's list had mostly the Remy Mars, the Lil Kims, Emil, Trina, had EVE. So some of the tracks, you can go on to Revolt TV's page and see some of the tracks that they highlighted, but they did highlight tracks from these artists. Of course, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B were some of the new cuts that they're not new, but like they're not old school as well, right? So that was like the Revolt list. And of course, there's so many other songs that female rappers have totally ate on male-led tracks, right? So it's gonna be such an interesting topic. Hit us up on the comments and let us know who really took over the track, right? So sometimes the feature does turn into the main event. So we're gonna talk about some of the features that did steal the show, and sometimes the feature ends up being the only verse that you rewind, you can remember, the only verse that carries the song. Yeah, so we're gonna jump right into that and check out some of the songs and some of the female rappers that have totally obliterated the tracks. Yeah, so number one, I always like starting with Africa, the motherland, since we are from the motherland. Queendom was founded here in Nairobi, Kenya. So I just want to take a look at some of the artists from Africa who have ate in male-led tracks. I really did try look at check that out. I found a lot of female rappers who have killed their tracks, right? A lot of female rappers who have killed tracks in other female rappers songs, but it was very challenging to find female rappers from Africa who have killed tracks in male, who have killed their verses in male-dominated tracks, male-led tracks, right? So I think I want to start with like Femi One. Here at home, there's a lot of talented female rappers, but what I found is most of them have killed on their songs, right? There's not a lot of collaborations or features of female rappers here in Kenya or in Africa in male tracks, and if there are, then they're probably not a showstopper. I'm sorry to say, but someone that I can mention, obviously Femi One in the feature by Nyashinsky. Nyashinsky is a big deal. He's a big global artist, and to get a feature is definitely a lot of respect there. And he did feature Femi One on Properly, and that was dope. Like, she came in with the flows, with the wordplay, and definitely like matched, brought in her energy on that track that really propelled the track to another level. So that's one of the ones that I can say a female artist did kill on a male-led track. Other than that, I know Utawezana for sure carried. It was a movement, right? It was Femi One's song, and she featured Major, but she did kill the track. Either way. I mean, her verses, the chorus, her wordplay, really, her energy, her fierceness really came through in that track, and it made it a global hit. Yeah, so that's probably what. Who else? I know the Silverstone Buzz has killed it in Kali Cartel 3. I know there's a lot of female rappers who have brought their best foot forward on the Kali Cartel ciphers, on other tracks, but in all honesty, there really hasn't been like a showstopper like them. This song was Calligraph's song, but this person killed it. I'm hoping for the new track by Calligraph Johnson, Silverstone Buzz, to make it to this list. It's still new, so I'm still waiting to see if Silverstone Buzz like her buzz. For me, it was a very dope verse. But to say like it stood out and killed and took over the track, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think Silverstone Buzz took over the track in that song. It's a new song. Go check out the video. Just dropped last week. Go check it out. Yeah. So Africa again. I think I'm thinking of like Nadia Nakai in the song by Casper Nyovest. That's Namin. I think she came in, with the flows on that one, and this track was definitely a moment for Nadia, because Casper is one of the biggest rappers in Africa, in the world, and Nadia just came in with cool and collected delivery on that one, and put some boss energy there and made her verse unforgettable. Go check that video out. It's a very dope video. I think the other one I can think of is probably there's a remix, On It remix by Stormzy, where he featured Sho Madjozi and Burna Boy. Yeah, it's definitely go check that out. Sho Madjozi came in with her Tsonga pride and full on energy, and just switched up the flows and killed it. According to me, a lot of people actually spoke about that Sho Madjozi verse on that remix. So definitely check that out. Those are probably the ones that I can talk about here in Africa, in Kenya, in Africa. So my African ladies, please, let's eat those bars. If you get features, our men, please feature our ladies. Our ladies, when you get these features, kill them, deliver, eat the track, man. Like, take over the track, baby, So moving on back to the Americas, obviously one of the biggest features that stole the show is definitely Nicki Minaj on Monster by Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Rick Ross. So Kanye West featured Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj obliterated ate this track. So this is one of the verses that has gone into the into the Rolling Stones greatest verses of all time. So you can imagine how crazy it was. The song is on YouTube. You can go check out and listen to Nicki's verse. It was really, really a killer verse. You know, she definitely Jay-Z even admitted to this that Nicki ate the song, ate the track, yeah. And of course Kanye stated that Nicki wrote her verse, and it was very hard to, place her. He said he almost cut everyone else because of how good Nicki's verse was. So that was definitely a monumental track in history and for women. Another one is My Chick Bad, still by Nicki on Ludacris's song My Chick Bad. I think Nicki also ate that completely. Cardi B, of course, on the No Limit remix. That's definitely what I mentioned. No Limit remix by G-Eazy. Cardi B was on there, and bruh, she did the thing, man. She did the thing. So go check out these songs, man. Let me know if you think these ladies actually ate, or is it just hype? Are there other features that you think need to make this list? Please comment on the comments below. Let us know, man. Interact with us. Let us know what you think. Let us know if there's any features we missed or we don't know. We love to learn, and we love to put on our women in hip hop. Yeah, so when I go to like Australia's, of course, there's a lot of female rappers there, but not a lot on like male-led tracks. So maybe probably someone I want to mention is like Sampa the Great. She's actually a Zimbabwean, I think Zimbabwean or Mozambican born, but she's Australia based, and she's definitely is killing on her tracks. She's featured men, she's featured other dope female rappers, but it's like she's always killing it on those tracks. So that's probably what I mentioned, as much as it's not directly on a male-led track, right? Raja Kumari, I have to mention her because on City Slums, she featured Divine, who's lyrically empowered, lyrically great, and she was able to like kill him. Not like kill him, like, but like her verse was really it blended some classical Indian vocals with some, Brooklyn influenced rap, and she definitely matched like Divine street hardened verse, and that really stood out. So, thinking of again the Asias, I would think of like DMC on on some of her tracks that she's been featured. She's definitely done a number on them. I can't think of like a track that stands out right now that she's totally killed. I know she's killed her tracks, and in other tracks that she's been featured in ciphers, she's definitely killed those. So definitely worth checking out, DMC. Going to the UK's, definitely Lil Sims, man. Lil Sims came through on the Venom remix by Bugsy Malone, and totally killed it. She came with her poetic precision and definitely wordplay that demanded respect. It was definitely talked about in the grime and UK community. It wasn't really mainstream, but it definitely caused some ripple effect in the grime and the UK music industry. So definitely someone to check out, or a feature to check out. And in the Europes as well, Lady Leshar on Where Are You Now by featuring Wiley. She's definitely featuring Wiley on this, but she did bring her own precision and wordplay to this, and definitely her confidence shone through, and she totally owned that track. Yeah. So those are some of the features that I can definitely think about. Shinsia, I think it's worth a mention on Kanye's Pure Souls remix. This is a gospel song actually, and she didn't rap, but she did put on like her vocals there in a manner that was, she brought that island fire. She brought that contrast that she totally dominated that song towards the end there. Go listen to it. It's called Pure Souls remix by Kanye West. Definitely worth mentioning on females who killed it on male-led tracks. Someone else I want to mention is probably in the Brazils. I know who in the Brazils. Carol Conker. She's known for outshining male rappers in Brazil. If you just Google Carol Conker, you'll find her songs and all her fierceness, and she definitely is known in the Brazil for outshining and outperforming male rappers in the country. I mean, I would want to see her go against some of our male rappers from the USAs and from all over the world. But yeah, in Brazil, she's definitely killing them there, and it's amazing, man. Like, her confidence and her delivery is definitely something worth mentioning. So yeah, man, like, it's so crazy. Like, sometimes, you think you feature them and they totally steal the track, right? Yeah, so who else do you think bodied a male-led song with bars? I know there's a lot of features that I haven't mentioned. I just feel like they didn't eat the track or take over the track. But do let me know if you have other examples of women that you think dominated male tracks, male-led tracks, and let us put them on, let us celebrate them, here on Queendom, because that's what we are about. Which continent do you think is producing the hardest female rappers right now? We need more women from other continents, to dominate the scene. So let me know which women do you think are making waves right now, are killing male rappers in their songs, in the features. And talking about that, do you think, like, should there be a female only remix to every male rap song? That would be interesting now, yeah? Do you think there should be a female only remix to every male rap song? That's a very controversial one. I think females can totally give it, give the male songs a vibe that probably we didn't see coming, or a totally different vibe. So yeah, man, if we're able to make remixes of every male song, let's do it. Why not? And an all-female one, even better. So as we close this episode, I just want to throw in some thought-provoking questions in your mind as, you reflect on some of these features and in the industry at large. Like, what does it say about the industry when the hardest verses on a song come from the only women in the lineup, come from women, what does it say about the industry if the hardest verses on male songs come from women? Yeah. Just something to think about. Is there pressure to outperform on features, or is it just like an essence of what pride and competition in hip hop. I mean, there can be a thin line between, are we just pressured to perform, to outshine, or is it just I want to be the best, you know? So those are some of the thought-provoking questions I leave you with in this episode. Should women continue jumping on male-led tracks, or is it time they started inviting men into their own tracks and killing them? you know, I know there's a lot of tracks that have a lot of women that have featured men in their tracks, but I still believe there's a lot more men who have featured women in their tracks. So let's have our women featuring men and killing them in these tracks. And yeah, man, been it for this episode. Let me know about the any other features that you think should make it to this list. Any other features that you think the women obliterated the men completely. Any other features that you think our women stole the show? Yeah. And until then, do check out our social media handles at Queendom Women in Hip Hop and R&B. If you know any women in hip hop and R&B, please direct them to us. If you're a lover of women in hip hop and R&B, please let's support our women. Let's put them on, and don't forget to tune in to the WCW mix tomorrow. We're gonna feature another amazing female artist in hip hop and R&B. Until then, man, it's your girl Malkia Music. Check me out at Malkia Music on all my social media platforms. Check out Queendom at Queendom Women in Hip Hop and Women in Hip Hop and R&B. Yeah, and these episodes air every Tuesday at 6 p.m. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday and have amazing conversations with us. And of course, the WCW mix airs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. So make sure you tune into that tomorrow. Bye.